Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message, and today I want to talk about being whole and complete. I know that this is a subject that may get people thinking, and some may not agree with my viewpoint, and that's cool, but if you don't, then just click off and find someone that can assist you at this point in time. I know that my subjects I talk about may stir up a lot of opposition, I guess, and people may not always agree initially, but that's cool. I want you to think, and I want you to discover things for yourself. And I get lots of feedback, good feedback, saying that what I bring out has actually stirred up a lot of questions within them, with the people that have watched the videos, but that it got them thinking in a good way, and that it's really a good thing to challenge your beliefs and to discover things for yourself. So let's get going on this topic. Today is being whole and complete within yourself, because that's a vital part. That's the part that we all strive for, to become whole and complete. But listen to how I didn't say becoming whole and complete. I said being whole and complete. And there's a reason for that. The reason for that is that we try to look too much to the outside world to provide us with evidence, with epiphanies, with breakthroughs. But really, what we really need to do is take off all the gunk, take off all the layers that causes us to feel removed from being whole and complete. Because the truth is, at the core of who you are, your soul, your inner being, your higher self, whatever the heck you want to refer it to as, is already whole and complete. It's already connected with the divine. The divine is whole and complete. You are pure love. The divine is pure love. Whole and completeness is not something to be attained through pain, suffering, and all that, really, because the most whole and complete among us are our babies and our children, until to the point, they're whole and complete, until we kind of mislead them and embed our belief systems onto them, to then make them believe otherwise. And a veil is then put over, and this is the veil that we refer to as like, oh, we forgot something. What is that? As you grow up in this world, and as you become older, you kind of think, I kind of forgotten who I am. I've lost who I am. None of it is really lost. It's just being covered up with a lot of murkiness and misconceptions, beliefs that really shouldn't be there. Because at the core of who you are whole and complete. It's not something to be sought after and to be attained. It's something that just needs to be rediscovered again, because you already have it. This is why so many children have amazing past life memories and things of that nature. I think back to when I was a child. I was a pure medium. I could see all spirits everywhere, and there was nothing that was covering it up. Like, everything was visible for me to grasp, and there was nothing that I couldn't think up that I couldn't have. It's like everything was easy. And that's how it should be. And this journey gets us so confused at times, and gets us feeling so far removed from who we are, from who we truly have always been. At the core of who we are already whole and complete. We are already connected to the divine. There is no separation there. There is no layer of gunk that's covering up our trueness of what and who we are. And it's so discouraging and so sad to see people who have these beliefs that they will never attain whole and completeness within themselves throughout this lifetime. That's what they believe. That's what they've actually left on one of my videos. Therefore, in their mind, because they will never attain this wholeness and completeness within themselves, they will therefore never be able to come into union in this lifetime. Therefore, they will never be happy, and they've settled for being alone forever. How sad! How sad is that? That is so untrue. If you feel this statement in your heart, I'm sure that if you are on the right track and searching for alignment with yourself, then you are not going to feed in and believe in that statement. That statement is so loaded with negativity, with self-doubt, with fear, that it saddens me to feel people's anxiety and pain, and that's something that they believe. They genuinely think that they'll never attain wholeness within this life, never therefore be able to complete their journey. And the truth is, if you seek union with the person that you love, the love of your life, what an awful life would it be to then think, oh, that's not possible because I will never attain wholeness and completeness within myself. It's so sad, and I don't really understand where people get this from. I mean, I kind of see different sources here and there, religion being one of them. You know, where people are being put down, being made to feel like they're dirty and not worthy. And that's so sad. Because of the wholeness and the truthness of who you are already that. There's nothing for you to search outside of you. There's nothing for you to do to attain, some people think they need to go on a special mission. That's why they go to these, pilgrimage kind of things. And I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash. I don't care. This is my truth. And if I don't speak it and make people aware of it so that it may awaken something within them, then what is the point of even being on here? But, when I'm in meditation, I put the intent out there to connect with my inner essence, with the divine. And when I'm able to relax into it and trust myself to be able to attain that state, I feel whole and complete. And it feels so amazing that sometimes I want to stay there. But then, of course, you can't live your life in meditation, and you have to come back to earth and live your life. But it's so good when you do it, because the more you practice it, it becomes a daily routine. But then the more it's more than a daily routine, because the more you do it, it becomes part of who you are. And because it's becoming part of who you are once more, because you were at this stage at one time, whether you believe that or not, but because it was part of you and who you naturally were anyway, it feels familiar. It feels like home. That's why when you meet somebody who you believe is your twin, and in most cases I would say, yes, that's your twin, then the reason why it feels like home is because you are recognizing that feeling of wholeness and completeness. And you don't even need to be with your physical twin to already feel this way, because you can feel that within you just through connecting. I like using meditation. Other people may like using other things. Some people just need to go out for a walk. I mean, sometimes I get that too when I go out for a walk. And I let go of everything that doesn't serve me. And I just am in the purest state of my being. And that feeling of being home, that feeling of completion, but also it's not just feeling complete. It's feeling a sense of power. And that's the divine shining through you. The immense power that you feel, that nothing is impossible, that everything is possible, that you can create anything and everything that you desire as long as you stay in that state of connectivity, of feeling like home, of feeling the true essence of who you actually are and who you came to be on this earth. Yes, you've picked up a lot of stuff along the way, but that can be taken off. I actually do an exercise with my clients when they ask me questions like, is this my real twin flame? And it's an exercise that lets them feel the truth of what this connection is and who they are. And really, it's amazing when you feel it. When you feel your truth, when you feel that you are the creator of your life. I know for people who aren't ready to hear it, it's painful because it's taking responsibility. Taking responsibility can be awfully hard when you are faced with a lot of stuff that you know you just don't want, or when you yourself are in a state where you know you shouldn't be in because it doesn't feel good. But taking responsibility is also freeing. It's the most liberating thing, because once you know that you can take responsibility, then you also know that you can make things happen. And that's when amazing things start to unfold. I'm not going to go too deeply into the taking responsibility part because that's going to stir up a lot more questions, I feel. And I know people may say, oh, that's easy for you to say, taking responsibility for someone who hasn't had a very difficult life. I'm not going to go into it, but let me tell you, I've not had it easy. And I've been through horrendous situations. But the moment that I understood that I could take responsibility and take my life into my hands, along with the divine who's always supportive of me, then it's amazing. So don't seek wholeness and completeness outside of yourself. Don't believe that it's unattainable because it's so attainable. It's already there. It's already there. It's like your whole and completeness is like an oyster, and there's a pearl buried deep within. But then your oyster got muddied and, looks quite unrecognizable at the moment. It's covered in gunk, in beliefs, and in what you feel is the truth but actually isn't. And so you don't recognize that you hold the pearl already. All you need to do is take off the gunk, open up your oyster, clean it out, take out all of the gunk that's no longer necessary, and you will find the pearl was within you all along. It was never gone, it was never missing, it was never something to be attained through suffering and going on this immensely long journey or a whole lifetime of pain and torture. It's none of that. It's already there. All you need to do is look within. Go within, strip off all of the pain and all of the beliefs and all of the past. None of that matters anymore. If you truly want to receive that feeling of coming home once more, it's right there for you. Right there. It's not lost, it's not gone, it's not something that needs to be achieved at some faraway location, or that's only at the end of the tunnel when you cross over to the other side after you've passed away. That's none of that. It's right here. And to some people, the concept of having heaven on earth sounds crazy and unattainable, but it's not. It's actually one of the reasons why you're here, is to create your heaven on earth. Because you are part of the divine, you are creators too. And so there is no becoming whole and complete, there's only being whole and complete. And the more whole and completeness is part of who you are and part of your natural state, the more things that's in your life that are going to start coming to you, including your heart's desires. And if you seek union or a happy ever after life with the love of your life, no one is going to be able to take that away from you. And things will start flowing in. You're also going to start seeing truths, so things that weren't applicable to the you who you've now become will start to fall away. but it'll be liberating and exhilarating and just so beautiful. I hope that this has helped and that it's made you think. If it resonates with you, then I'm glad. That's all my intention was, is to help people to see that it doesn't need to be so hard, and to give up fighting when it feels like life is just too difficult. It shouldn't be that difficult. And this is not coming from someone who's delusional. I've been through difficult stuff myself. It's taken me a couple of decades to just get over it. But now that I am, I see and feel, because when I say I am whole and complete, it's something of, part of who I already am. It feels true to me. It makes me feel expanded, exhilarated, powerful. And that's how I want you to feel. So if you'd like to connect with me, my details are in the link. And if you enjoy this video, then I'm really glad, because that's what I intend for you to experience. Thanks also very much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.